Good morning. I want to start by challenging a widely held belief. For decades, doctors have told older adults to slow down, accept decline, and adjust to a quieter life. But recent longevity research from the past 10 years tells a very different story. The habits that keep people sharp, strong, and independent at 75, 80, or 85 are often everyday routines most seniors have quietly abandoned, not expensive treatments or supplements. I'm William. Over more than 20 years caring for patients aged 75 to 85, I've noticed a clear pattern that the science is now validating. Those who age most successfully, who drive themselves, tend their gardens, and remember their grandchildren's birthdays without lists, share a handful of specific daily behaviors. A long-term study by the Stanford Center on Longevity tracked more than 4,200 adults aged 70 to 90 for 12 years. The result was striking. People who kept 4 or more of these habits were 61% less likely to suffer accelerated functional decline, the rapid loss of independence that too often forces seniors into assisted living. That 61% is the difference between living on your terms and living by someone else's schedule. Before we go through the list, here's a teaser. The most powerful habit on this list is rarely discussed by doctors. It isn't about diet or classic exercise. Research from institutions such as Johns Hopkins and the University of Edinburgh suggests it may be the single best predictor of cognitive and physical independence after 75. Stay with me. The final habit could change how you live the rest of your life. Drop your age in the comments. 68, 74, 81, or anywhere in between, and tell me which habits you already practice. I read every comment. This community matters, and so does your story. Now let's count down from 6 to 1. Drink water intentionally. Hydration after 75 is not the same as at 45. Kidney filtering declines, about a 40% loss of efficiency, and thirst cues get blunted. So many seniors don't feel thirsty even when mildly dehydrated. Even small drops in hydration reduce blood flow to muscles and the brain, worsening balance and cognition. A European Journal of Nutrition study of 3,500 adults over 70 found that maintaining around 1.8 L daily cut urinary tract infections by 38% and falls by 29%, and improved short-term memory. The brain is roughly 75% water. A 2% loss affects thinking, and the effect is stronger in older adults. The people who do hydration well sip 12 to 16 Oz as soon as they wake, then a small glass with meals and another in mid-afternoon. A morning pinch of high-quality sea salt or an electrolyte tablet helps retain fluids, because kidneys struggle to hold sodium as we age. Case example. Margaret, 81. Had afternoon fog and dizziness. Simple, timed hydration plus a small electrolyte boost cleared her symptoms within 6 weeks. Do resistance-based movement at least twice weekly. I don't mean heavy lifting. I mean any activity that makes your muscles work against resistance. Bands, light weights, wall push-ups, or carrying groceries deliberately. Aging muscles develop anabolic resistance, so they need a stronger signal to stay healthy. Sarcopenia, the loss of muscle mass, raises fall risk and reduces independence. A Tufts study of adults 75 to 85 who started resistance training twice weekly showed major gains in leg strength, balance, and insulin sensitivity in only 10 weeks. Practically, aim for 20 to 30 minutes, 2 to 3 times a week, focusing on legs, hips, and back. Do your session within 30 minutes of eating 25 to 30 g of protein to maximize the muscle building window, which is shorter in older adults. Keep a steady, purposeful sleep routine. Sleep changes after 75. Melatonin drops significantly and deep slow-wave sleep declines, reducing the body's repair time. Poor sleep is linked to higher amyloid plaque accumulation and cognitive decline. High-functioning seniors go to bed and wake within a 30-minute window every day. Keep their bedroom cool, about 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, avoid screens for an hour before bed, and practice 10 minutes of slow diaphragmatic breathing to lower cortisol and support deep sleep. Eat protein deliberately and spread it across meals. Older adults do not need less protein, they need more per pound of body weight because of anabolic resistance. Studies show 1.2 grams per kilogram daily, divided among meals, preserves muscle and lowers hospitalization from falls. Aim for 25 to 35 g of protein at each main meal, about 4 to 5 oz of lean meat, fish, eggs, Greek yogurt, or legumes. Distribute your intake so muscles can use the protein efficiently. Pair protein with vitamin C, citrus, bell pepper to support collagen and connective tissue. Maintain daily, intentional social contact. Social isolation is a major health risk, comparable to smoking heavily. Loneliness accelerates cognitive decline, raises dementia risk, and increases inflammatory markers. Meaningful interaction, real conversation, laughter, and emotional exchange releases oxytocin, lowers cortisol, reduces inflammation, and keeps the prefrontal cortex active. Make at least one engaged social interaction per day, in person or by phone, and whenever possible combine it with movement, a walk with a friend or a gentle group exercise which boosts BDNF and supports brain health. Pursue daily, purposeful cognitive challenge. This is the most underused habit. I'm not talking about passive puzzles or reading alone, though they help. I mean learning something genuinely new. A language, musical instrument, painting, or another skill that forces your brain into productive struggle. Novel learning builds neuroplasticity and cognitive reserve, buffers that slow brain atrophy and reduce dementia risk. Studies show sustained, novel cognitive activity slows brain shrinkage and keeps function comparable to people a decade younger. Practice 20 to 30 minutes daily of active learning, and choose a new skill every 3 to 4 months. Pair this with DHA-rich omega-3s, fatty fish or supplements to support brain cell membranes and improve the benefits of training. All references I mentioned are available in the original video description. Share these findings with your doctor and discuss what fits your health status. To close, I've seen many patients transform their later decades by adopting these habits. Aging isn't a countdown, it's an opportunity for resilience. The 6 habits: intentional hydration, resistance movement, consistent sleep, deliberate protein intake, daily social connection, and purposeful cognitive challenge, don't promise to stop aging, but they greatly increase the chance of staying independent and enjoying life. If you'd like, I can adapt this into a shorter social post, a printable checklist for seniors and caregivers, or a script for a video. Which would you prefer?